Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and today I'll be reviewing the Wes Craven 1977 classic, The Hills Have Eyes. Now this is a film that I saw in my younger years. It was one of my first forays into the horror genre. And it's one with me, one that has stuck with me for a very, very, very long time. And just have to shout out Arrow for doing an amazing, beautiful release. Oh, we're getting some scrapings done. It's a little bit snowy at the moment. But anyway, I will go to my car and do the review. I'll go to my slightly buried car. I'll go for a walk. So I'll let this vehicle do its cleaning duties and then okay, and back to my review and try not to get run over. Okay, review time. Sorry about that. So The Hills Have Eyes. We follow a family. So it's mom, pop, two daughters, a son, and the eldest daughter's husband and baby. And they're I can't remember where they're trying to get to now. They're driving anyway, and rather than flying, that they took a road trip, and it's, I was going to say backwards, it's a back route along the desert they're driving. And there's nothing for miles and miles around. They come across one petrol station with this dodgy guy in it. Yeah, get some directions. He tells them where they want to go, the pub. And the petrol owner suggests that they take a shortcut, that he knows a slightly different route. So they follow this route, and on the way, not too far from the petrol station, maybe 30 miles or something, 20 miles, they have a blowout, and it's quite a bad one. Causes the car to crash, and I think it's the axle they lose or something like that. It snaps. And anyway, they have to figure out what to do. So the pop goes one direction, back to the petrol station, and the eldest daughter's husband goes in another direction to try and find help. So meanwhile, the rest of the family, they haul up inside the caravan that they're dragging, and they have a couple of dogs with them, let the dogs out and stuff like that. And the dogs run off, so the son goes to chase the one dog that ran off, just the one, and look for it. So he's chasing it, finds it's all this like rocky, mountainous terrain, and he can hear the dog, so he goes towards it and hears it cry, and he gets to it, and he's found it's been stabbed and partially gutted. So we know there's some weird guys out here, weird women, some very weird people out here, and very dangerous people. So we learn that actually the petrol station guy sent them on this route, so he's kind of sent them into a trap for these kind of mutant people. Now we get a bit of a backstory in that, and there's actually a lot of chemical and atomic bomb testing back in the 50s or something like that. And these are people that didn't move from the area and were damaged by the radiation and had families and grew up there. So they're heavily damaged by the radiation. I won't tell you some other bits and pieces. I don't want to give too much away, although most people have probably seen this. So this is light on spoilers. But anyway, what kind of happens? that they capture the dad, and then they rather unceremoniously kill him on a cross that he's nailed to, and they set him on fire. But that's actually a distraction point, and while this is going on, while this is happening, and the adults are trying to save him, the youngest daughter is in the caravan looking after the baby, and a couple of these mutant freaks come in. They rape her and they steal the baby, and then obviously lots of bad stuff happens. There's people die in the situation, and it's pretty bad. And then the husband of the eldest daughter comes back and sees the whole situation, and they kind of like mourn the past, mourn the people that have died, and then they have to go and track down the baby, the child, to save her. And really loosely, that's the film. So we have a family dynamic with a lot of loss and tragedy being brought to them by these mutated freaks in the American outback, you could say. Yeah, this film, like I said, I grew up with this film, and it has some... I love how it's filmed. The scenery and the atmosphere built up in this film is great. It's scary. Yeah, it really is. There's a few scenes which still make me jump a little bit now, but I think it's more kind of thinking about them in my youthful stage when I used to get jumped and scared by them, and I still have that feeling inside of me. But Craven did an awesome job with this. I think most people know there was a remake done, an actually very good remake, as remakes go. Kind of up the ante in a certain, well, almost all levels. But I don't know if I'm one of the minorities now, but I actually do prefer the original, because I like the slightly slower, lighter pace of everything, and it's I guess it's from my youth that it has that more scary feel to it. I think the other one is kind of turns into action horror, and this is just kind of hunted horror. Yeah, but I mean, I imagine most people have seen this. I'm just jumping on this because it was doing a cover for the Sinister one, who's doing a big move. Good luck with moving that collection, buddy. So I was having a quick look, working from the home office today, and I thought, yeah, well, why not do one of the films I love, kind of off the cuff sort of thing. So, yeah, a highly recommended film. Superb atmosphere, like I said, and the landscapes of the film, and some pretty good cinematography actually for a young Craven. Yeah, you really know how to get this creepiness and his vibes, and like he's got like Michael Berryman. Obviously, we know he has the rather distinct look, and the other people cast as the mutants, they're good, eerie, and scary, and the family's great. I think some people could be annoyed a little bit with the son. I have no problem with him. I think it's pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of kind of traps in movies. I mean, I accept it and it's fine. From like, it's quite good when it's kind of like these backwards traps set up by people, but it's when the people, not the antagonists, the people that are trying to escape, when they kind of set up a plan to do things. I mean, it's a pretty good plan, and I kind of go with it. It's not something that I normally like, but what they do to try and get out of the situation with the Papa mutant, it's pretty good. It's entertaining. And yeah, an all-round great film. I think it's aged really well. It's like I said, it has this calmer, slower pace. It's not quite as action-packed as a lot of the stuff we've really got in the mid to the end 2000s. But now you're looking at the current crop of films, the last 3 years, and the slow burns. This maybe starts to come back into its own a little bit. But there we have it. I give this film, I don't know, I'm somewhere between an 8.5 and a 9. I mean, there's great cinematographic. I have great appreciation for the technical sides, but also I have like a very big personal and fond love for this film. Like I said, I've grown up watching this, so I think a 9 out of 10 is fair for this, for the overall film. But anyway, that is my review. I will be back on Sunday evening, and enjoy your days. Thank you. Bye bye.